Hey guys, tonight we leave the comfort of busy cities behind and travel to one of the loneliest stretches of the American coastline, where crashing waves meet towering cliffs, and a lighthouse has watched over the sea for more than a century. The salty ocean breeze carries the scent of the Atlantic, while thick fog slowly rolls across the water, hiding everything beyond a few hundred feet. Seagulls circle overhead before disappearing into the mist. The rhythmic sound of waves crashing against the rocks becomes the only thing breaking the silence. You probably won't survive this without becoming completely absorbed in one of America's greatest coastal mysteries. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And while you're here, let me know in the comments where you're listening from and what your local time is right now. Now dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. Far ahead, through the drifting fog, a single beam of light slowly sweeps across the dark ocean. It comes from Blackwater Point Lighthouse. The lighthouse stands alone on a rocky cliff, surrounded by endless sea on one side and dense pine forest on the other. Local fishermen have trusted its light for generations, yet almost everyone in the nearby town avoids visiting it after sunset. The strange part isn't the lighthouse itself. It's the fact that nobody has officially operated it for more than 30 years. According to local records, the last lighthouse keeper locked the front door one autumn evening and quietly left before sunrise. No replacement was ever hired. The government eventually declared the lighthouse inactive, yet every single night, the light still turns on, exactly at sunset. Exactly as if someone were still climbing the spiral staircase, polishing the great lens and keeping watch over the sea. No one has ever been seen entering. No one has ever been seen leaving. Curiosity finally gets the better of you. You follow a narrow gravel path leading toward the lighthouse. Wild grass bends gently in the cool breeze, and the distant sound of waves echoes against the cliffs below. The old iron gate creaks softly as you push it open. The building is magnificent despite its age. White stone walls stand weathered by decades of storms. Rust stains mark the old railings. Broken windows stare out across the ocean. But the great lantern at the very top shines as brightly as ever. As you step inside, your flashlight reveals a circular staircase winding upward into darkness. The air smells of salt, old wood, and damp stone. Everything is covered in dust, except the footprints, fresh footprints, only one set. Leading upward, none coming back down, you slowly place your foot on the first step. Above you, the great light continues to turn. Slowly, silently, as though someone is still waiting at the top, you begin climbing the narrow spiral staircase, one careful step at a time. Every footstep echoes through the empty lighthouse, disappearing into the darkness above. Your flashlight sweeps across old stone walls stained by decades of salty ocean air. Rusted iron railings feel cold beneath your hand. Outside, the fog grows thicker. The steady beam from the lighthouse continues to sweep across the Atlantic Ocean every few seconds, back and forth, back and forth. The strange thing is that the massive Fresnel lens at the top requires a powerful motor to rotate. According to the town's records, that motor stopped working over 30 years ago, yet somehow, the light never stopped. Halfway up the staircase, you discover a small wooden door. A faded brass plaque reads, "Keeper's office." You gently push it open. The room is untouched. A weathered desk sits beside an old window overlooking the sea. An oil lamp, a compass, a leather-bound journal, a steaming cup of coffee. You freeze. Steam still rises from the cup. Someone should have been here only moments ago, but the room is completely empty. You slowly open the journal. The final written page is dated October 14, 1993. The last entry reads, "The light must never go out. If it does, the sea will remember." Nothing else, no explanation, no signature. A sudden foghorn echoes across the water. Its deep sound shakes the windows. You look outside. A large cargo ship slowly moves through the heavy fog. Its captain briefly flashes the ship's lights toward the lighthouse, almost as if thanking whoever is keeping the beacon alive. You continue climbing. The air becomes colder. The wind whistles softly through tiny cracks in the stone walls. Finally, you reach the lantern room. The huge glass windows reveal an endless ocean disappearing into thick white mist. The enormous lens rotates silently in front of you. Slowly, smoothly, perfectly, but there is no motor. No engine, no electrical cables, nothing is connected. The mechanism should be completely still. Instead, it turns with perfect precision. Then you notice something else. On the polished glass surrounding the lantern, someone has recently written 4 words with a single fingertip. Keep watching the sea. You quickly shine your flashlight around the room. No one, only the rotating light, the crashing waves below, and the endless Atlantic stretching into darkness. Then, far beyond the cliffs, a tiny light suddenly appears on the water. Another light joins it, then another, within seconds. Dozens of mysterious lights are drifting silently across the fog-covered ocean. They're moving toward the lighthouse. None of them appear on any marine navigation chart. None broadcast radio signals. None make a sound. You grip the railing and stare into the mist. Whatever those lights are, they're getting closer.